Hello, potato. Just because the state fair is now over doesn't mean we can't still enjoy food on a stick. Today we're going to check out from Han Chef Korean cuisine, Korean style crispy potato corn dogs. Now I've had a Korean style corn dog before. Last year, there's like a chain opening up around here. I don't know if it's like national or if it's just like local, but there's a chain called Mochi Nut Donuts, and went to check one out and found that they had what they called Korean corn dogs. And I tried a couple different ones. They weren't bad. I wasn't super impressed with them, but I wasn't put off either. I tried one, I think, coated in cornflakes, not sweetened, which is kind of what disappointed me in them, and one coated in ramen. And they were interesting enough, not enough to make me go back and try the rest of the options, at least not yet, but interesting enough that I enjoyed them. And then when I saw that Costco had these, like, well, I thought we'll give those a try. Now, you may have already noticed this, but the first thing to notice about the crispy potato corn dog is that it contains neither corn nor dog. It is coated in potato, and it's filled with, well, not cheese, it says cheesy filling. Breaded cheesy filling surrounded by potato chunks on a stick. So maybe there's cornbread, maybe there's like a corn breading on there. But yeah, it's not a corn dog in the way that one might think of it at the fair, which actually I'm kind of surprised I didn't see these at the fair. But then again, didn't see a lot of new stuff at the fair this year. So yeah, these did come in a bigger bag. I think it was like 10 or 12 of them in the bag, but we didn't have room in the freezer for the bag. So luckily they're individually wrapped. That's why we're looking at just one. I do actually have a few more of them. What features do they have? 1, extra crispy golden breading. 2, made with real mozzarella cheese. 3, potato chunks. 4, be careful as you can get pricked by the corn dog. Maybe those aren't features, or maybe that is a feature, I don't know. But apparently Han Chef is made by Kim's Choice of Langley, British Columbia. So and it's a product of Korea, so I guess these have been transported around a bit, and they're not for individual sale. So I guess if you own a convenience store or something, you shouldn't be taking these out of the big bag to sell them like this, which kind of seems odd. It seems like you would. Now, as far as the convenience food go, if you're making them the way they say to make them, they're not super convenient, in that it does say they want you to microwave them and then air fry them. The way it suggests to make one is to heat from frozen corn dogs at the suggested time below. So 1 corn dog for 30 seconds in the microwave. And then after heating the microwave, cook them at 355 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 Celsius, for the suggested time below, which is 11 minutes. Alternately, you can just do one or the other. You can air fry it for 12 minutes. Apparently, the microwaving only takes off 1 minute worth of cook time, and you can microwave it for a whole minute. Apparently, the 11 minutes in the air fryer only counts for 30 seconds of microwave time. So I am going to make it the annoying way, just because, I mean, it's 30 seconds in the microwave. It's not that long, but I figured, I want to give these the best chance they have of being good. Why is there a hair on there? Also, you can cook them in the oven for 12 minutes at 390 Fahrenheit, 200 Celsius. Does it say? I'm certainly putting them out of the bag before I put them in the air fryer. What about the microwave? I'm going to take them out of the bag. It doesn't say that I see. Also, they're good till next December, so they last for a good long time. Let's take a look and see what we have in here. Keep frozen, air fryer, made with mozzarella cheese. They puff up a lot once you take them out of the freezer. This was not this puffed up in the freezer. Get a good look at our frozen Korean style corn. It's a tough package. It does not want to come open easily. All right, so okay, shorter than I thought it would be from the pin. I guess it's about right, but definitely not as pretty. Definitely more photogenic on the box. This just does kind of look like it was rolled in potato chunks, like little bits of French fry. So, there's no nutrition on these. Nutrition was on the big package, which you no longer have. Oh well, you can look that up if you're interested. Smells like frozen French fries, which shouldn't be too surprising. That's essentially what it is at this point. So I guess we'll take a little bit of a break here. I will go and nuke it and then air fry it, and then we'll come back and try our Han Chef Korean style corn dog. And we are back now from the Void Space Kitchen with our microwaved and air fried Korean style crispy potato corn dog. See, it's browned up nicely. So warned you about getting pricked by the stick. Actually, if it seems like it's just kind of come completely detached from the stick, so that's not great. Yeah, the stick was also very, very hot when I went to take it out of the air fryer, so that's I don't know about getting pricked by it, but you definitely might get burnt by it. I mean, it does seem to have completely unhinged itself from the inside of our cheese dog here, which, I mean, it's cheese on a stick. It's not totally surprising it happened. But yeah, while it's still fresh and hot, let's give it a try. I'm not putting any sauce on it. I don't know what sauce you'd even put on it. I mean, ketchup would be traditional for a corn dog and for potatoes, but I feel like not so much for a mozzarella cheese stick, which is ultimately what this is. It's a mozzarella cheese stick wrapped in what may actually be, I don't know if that's corn dog dough or if it's pancake dough, but some sort of dough or batter. And then rolled in chunks of like cut up potatoes or French fries, because they were pre-cooked, it looked like. So let's, I guess I'm not gonna hold it by the stick. You can see it's a little oily, there's some oil coming off of it. We did have a little blowout at the bottom there, but it didn't leak out too badly. It's still quite hot to the touch. Let's give it a try. It does smell pretty good. It does smell kind of like a cross between a corn dog and French fries. And the breading's not bad. I don't think that's traditional corn dog batter though. It's tastes maybe a little sweet. Got like burnt cheese on the bottom there. It definitely needs a sauce of some sort. I mean, marinara is what you normally would dip a cheese stick into, but I feel like the potatoes and the batter kind of put that off. I don't know. It's not super flavorful. It tastes a little bit of French fries, tastes a little bit of the batter. The cheese doesn't have a lot of flavor on its own. It's not like, like a strong fresh mozzarella flavor. It's just kind of more of a texture than a taste. Your flavor is pretty much all coming from the breading here and the potato, not so much from the cheese. Some of the cheese just on its own, it's already congealing. Try some cheese on its own. It's still quite hot though. Yeah, the cheese has almost no flavor whatsoever. It definitely needs a sauce, but I'm not sure exactly what. I feel like something that's maybe a little tangy, a little spicy would be good on it. But again, I don't know what. I want to say the corn dogs I got at Mochi Nut, they had a whole bunch of sauce options, as I recall. Maybe sriracha. Sriracha might be good. I don't know. Sriracha and mozzarella, though. Still, they aren't bad in and of themselves. I mean, I wouldn't call them a meal. I don't know what the calorie content was. Again, we threw the outer bag out, but I'm sure you can go to the Han Chef website or the, what was it? Kim's Choice Foods. There you go, kimschoice.com. I'm sure we can go to kimschoice.com and look that information up if one were interested enough to do so. If one, is concerned about the nutrition and calorie content of a battered potato coated cheese stick. I'm not particularly, because this isn't a health food by any stretch. I almost get more of like a pancake or a waffle flavor from that breading. So I think it's a sweeter breading and maybe not corn based like you would get in an American style corn dog. But it's not bad. It's definitely interesting. It definitely needs something. It needs a sauce. It's not very salty, which kind of surprises me. I mean, I guess it shouldn't surprise me. It's not an American product. It's not going to be loaded down necessarily with salt. I would have thought it would be a little saltier, maybe because of the potatoes. But it's not particularly salty. It's very crunchy. The microwave and air fryer instructions did work really well. It is nice and crispy. It didn't have a blowout and leak cheese all over the inside of the air fryer, which is what happens with things like cheese sticks and pizza rolls all the time. Well, not all the time, but anytime we make them in it. So, I mean, that's nice. It's got a thick enough coating on it that it did hold the cheese. We had like one little blowout at the bottom, but it's self-sealed. The breading's reasonably like corn dog layer of thick. It's an interesting snack. I don't know if I'd call that necessarily a satisfying meal, but maybe with something kind of more protein heavy, it would be good. But definitely, it needs a sauce. I just don't know what. But it's not bad. I would definitely get these again. I will probably finish eating the ones that we bought already. And it was definitely another interesting find at my local Costco. Well, I'm going to finish my cheesy corn potato dog off before it completely turns back into just a solid lump of cheese. I hope you found this all interesting or entertaining. If you did, go ahead, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.